Man, that is such a great opening. I wish they still did openings like that. Anyway, welcome guys to the Wild West.
The legend of the lost gold of Juarez has been passed from one generation to the next since the time of Hernando Cortez. It was said to be the ransom for Montezuma, held hostage by the Spanish in the great Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan. The treasure disappeared soon after the sacking of the city. Some believe it's buried near the Breedney town of Juarez. Legend relates that the late Aztec sun god put a curse on that treasure.
Damn you, Huitzilopochtli!
Find only madness in their own perdition. This avaricious madness has come to be known as the Call of Wallows.
Yeah, let's do it! It's a freaking Western first-person shooter, you guys! Oh man, I'm excited to play this. Ooh. Dewey. Sorry there, guys. My cursor was crazy for a bit. I don't know. Hopefully it's still recording. Anyway, yeah, Call of Juarez, a 2006 game by Techland. There was a weird time where there was a lot of first-person shooter, not first-person shooter, I'm sorry, but a lot of Western games. This one kind of went under the radar back in the day. I never heard about it until like, I don't know, like 5 years ago is when I first played it. That said, hold on, I just need, not that, I need to check subtitles on. The eternal question here, isn't it? Subtitles on, perfect, yeah. That said, I was really positively surprised when I played this game back in 2011, and since it's a bit of a obscure game, I hope you guys will be as surprised as I was back in the day, in a positive light. There's a lot of really cool ideas in this game, and I feel in some ways, for good or for bad, it's a bit ahead of its time to be a 2006 game. Let's go with medium, shall we? That said, I've played the first hour of this game recently during a botched attempt to first record the first 2 episodes. I won't go into that. Otherwise, I have not played this game since, like 5 years ago. So I hope it still holds up. Not another one of those cases where my memory has been really gilded.
I'm Billy. Say who my father was. Father got no last name. She gave me this medallion before I could talk. It's engraved with a candlestick, so that's what the kids call me. It's called me Candle. Eats spick or pepper gut. Yeah, my mom's Mexico. The town I grew up in is just over the border, and the folks there are mostly white. Like my stepfather, Thomas. A big son of a bitch who soon backhand me as look at me. I grew up in a town called Hope. Pretty much the most hopeless place I ever seen. It's full of punks and drifters, and thieves, liars, and those are the leading citizens. Like my dear stepfather, knocked the tar out of me at least once a day, rain or shine. He said he was teaching me how to be a man, but all he taught me is how to take a beating. Last time he laid a hand on me was over 2 years ago. I took off and didn't look back. Left to find my fortune. The legendary gold of Juarez. Wanted to prove to that SOB that I could be more than he ever was. The world's a hard place. I didn't find squat. Did meet a girl, though. Molly. Damn, she was pretty. It didn't work out, though. Her dad saw to that. So now I'm back. Hungry, broke. I don't have nothing. Not even a last name.
Yeah, I should maybe make it clear, you guys. This is kind of a rough story with the rather blatant anti-Mexican language used there. This is not a very sanitary Western, let's put it that way. Here we go. Here's the start of the game. We're playing as Billy Candle, coming back to Hope after his failed attempt at gold hunting. There we go, our first objective. We gotta go back to our parents, mom and stepdad. There's a compass in the upper right corner of the screen. It shows the direction to the location of your current objective. If you don't know where to go, follow the dot, which would be that little red blip there. Check our objectives with O, just remember, our stepdad Thomas and our mom Marisa. L is just a log of the text we've had. Yeah, like there's I don't have a huge history with Western films myself, but I know that the old Westerns, the John Wayne stuff, like really old, going back to like black and white stuff, was a very sanitized version and very kind of morally upbeat Western style, for the most part. And then, you know, things got grittier and rougher, dare say more realistic, when the spaghetti Western thing happened. And this one's leaning more on the grit, this game. It's, I think comparisons to Red Dead Redemption are gonna be inevitable, I fear, and I think one, of course, is this is a very gritty look at the West. Graphics are in some ways quite dated, I suppose. You can't help it, it's from 2006, but I think this water looks really good here, I think. Also, you can see we actually have a body in this game, much like, I think Fear came out around this time too, the first Fear game. First something Assault Recon, whatever the heck that stood for, which also featured, you know, your character had an actual body. I think it's a bit less relevant.
Hope.
Bit less relevant in this game.
Outlaws, assholes, and hypocrites.
The body being there because you had a bunch of parkour stuff you could do in the previous game. But okay, carefully walk down the slope, looking for rock shells. We start to fall down, brake, holding the S button. So obviously we move with the WASD keys. Oh, I've been playing a lot of games with a controller lately. This game's from 2006, so I doubt it even has controller support. Even if it did, I don't want to play a...
Good place to practice some shooting.
I don't want to play a first-person shooter on a controller. I'm gonna use keyboard and mouse, obviously. So Billy has some pretty weird priorities. Going with the whole gritty theme, our character Billy is not exactly... Our character Billy is not exactly a saint himself, a moral paragon. For example, after the whole debacle, his failed fortune hunting, which was a very rash young man action, first thing apparently on his mind is to go practice shooting in that guy's farm down there. I mean, sure. Hold on, just a quick save. I will be using quick saves liberally as I always do, because that's the kind of scum-sucking coward I am now, aren't I? Okie dokie, here we are at the farm. Speaking of liberal quick saving, there we go again. You see the red dot's close now, because we're really close to the next part. Oh, auto-saving too. Howdy!
What the heck are you doing? This is private property.
Okay, easy.
Well, talk about a warm welcome, huh? Well, we have a forced tutorial here. Apologies to anyone who hates tutorials, but for the rest of us, we're going to do this now. Welcome to the Call of Juarez tutorial. Follow the instructions to learn the basic rules of movement in the game, which we'll be doing at this helpful gentleman's house. On the roof of the barn behind the house is a weapon stash. Open it and get the gun. Stay away from Jones, who will throw you out if he sees you. So, first of all, again, going with the grit and the realism, Billy cannot take a lot of damage once we get into the actual, like, gunfight stuff. Hence, his gameplay is very stealth-focused. So, those who were fans of my Metro videos can expect sort of the same sort of action, stealth first-person shooting. Hide behind a tree and wait for the moment while the old man goes away. Okay, I'm gone now. See you around, old man. Well, we have the lean buttons. We have the X button to zoom in. Oh, there is a way to repair a fence. Take advantage of that fact and sneak your way behind the house. Observe Jones all the time, don't make any noise, and do not let Jones see you. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And now we get the prompt for sneaking. We can sneak with the control. Actually hold it down, which is obviously the preferable way. Sneak around. Now, you may have missed it, I went past it pretty fast, but when you peek like this, you are momentarily invisible. It still counts as if you're behind cover. So you can actually safely... Yeah, there it says. You can safely peek like this. He won't spot me even he happens to look this way. Also, we haven't gotten the prompt yet, but we'll get it soon. Oh, there we go. When you enter the bushes, you're invisible to the enemy. So these bushes are a safe area. We can hang out in them and watch Jones be really busy with his farm work. I can see why your farm is doing so damn well, Mr. Jones, the way you're just standing around being an obligatory stealth tutorial guy. We'll just let him scoot on that away. And now I think we can get in this bush without his peripheral vision tagging us. Yeah, maybe even this bush. Yeah, I think we're good. Nope, nothing in there for us. Okay, this game also has some physics in it. For one, we can carry stuff. When there's a hand icon, we can press F to pick the item up. I may have just made some noise by bumping that against the wall. There we go. We avoided him. We find this box, we can press F and get the gun. You also noticed there's like a wall mounting mechanic in this game, so even if it looks like it's too high to jump over, we will like grapple onto the ledge and pull ourselves up, so keep that in mind. Okay, got left and right hand mechanics. We'll take it in the right hand. I don't actually know is Billy left or right handed, but we'll grab it. Perfect, task completed. Now that you have a gun, you don't need to be afraid of Jones. Again, rather morally ambiguous our hero Billy here. You can get down and practice shooting. Try to hit the bottles placed on the box and the items hanging on the fence. Just grab that ammo, so that... There we go. Wow, look at that animation, it's cool. Now we can go behind the barrel near the tree and try to hit a bunch of stuff. And also we can scare the bejesus out of Jones.
I told you to get out. Hey, you wouldn't shoot old Jones, would you? I got nothing against you. We don't need no...
Yeah, suddenly he's all friendly with us because we got the gun. Silly guy. You can see this prompt here. You saw there. Okay, went by. Maybe you had time to read it. You are automatically stopped from shooting civilians in this game. And also corpses for some weird reason. You know, let the dead rest and all that, I suppose. But anyway, now that we have this gun and Jones is sufficiently cowed, we can just walk around his property like we own the place. And we can shoot stuff.
Stop it, boy!
So, since we have only one gun, both the left and right mouse buttons will shoot it. I believe if we have guns akimbo, left mouse is the left gun and right mouse is the right gun. Because X button is the zoom in this game, as you can see. Oh, I ruined your perfect collection of moonshine bottles? Sorry, boss. Well, that's the tutorial. It wasn't too bad now, was it? Nah, it wasn't that terrible. Also, look at that cool animation. We get close to a wall, he'll hold the gun up. Although, it'll apparently clip with the camera a bit. You saw there, the barrel. We'll not worry about that too much, shall we? On with the story. Oh, that's right. So, this weapon's key to 2. We can holster it by pressing 2 again. Gun is holstered. Wouldn't be very polite to sneak about town with a gun pulled out. That's not exactly going to improve relations now, is it? Actually, let's get that gun out. That sounded like a wild animal. In fact, I believe... Oh, there he is. It's an ambush. Okay, oh. Yeah, see, even the dog corpse. Well, wolf corpse. Coyote? You know, I just realized I don't actually know what a coyote looks like in real life. Certainly not, it doesn't look very wily, but... So I don't actually know if I could ever tell. If you had a picture of a wolf and a coyote, I don't know. I think I could pick out the wolf, so by process of elimination I'd know that has to be the coyote. But this thing with the kind of poor graphics, I don't know what animal this is. Anyway, it's a corpse, we can't shoot it. Same for horses and also civilians. The game is polite enough to show us who's a civilian and who's a scary, dangerous guy.
I'm here to see the one person on Earth who ever gave a damn about me. My ma. Other than my stepfather, there's 3 sumbitches in particular I hope to avoid. Tim Powell, our sheriff, who always thought I was up to no good, even when I wasn't. Clyde Forrester, owner of the Grand Saloon.
Oh, shit. That just went by. Okay, there's 3 people. Tim Powell, the sheriff. He's an asshole. Clyde Forrester, the saloon guy, he's an asshole. And finally, the worst of all, Billy's step-uncle, the Reverend Ray, who seems to be the rather fire and brimstone type of preacher. He's apparently the scariest. I sure hope we don't have to run into any one of those guys, let alone all three. Now, that would be a tragedy, yeah? Anyway, let's carry on. So, the problem with the loading there, it skipped super fast. A problem with this game, actually, back in the day, was that it was kind of optimized a bit badly, so it took really long to load the game back in the day. I remember that. There was something weird with the optimization. Now that I'm running this on a modern computer, apparently it's not that big of a deal because the load times go fine. For example, that first story that Billy told us, you know, his whole, like, my name's Billy, I went out of town and I tried to find the gold of Juarez and that didn't work out, sure sucked. I mean, that story went on for really long, and I bet some of you were probably like, why is this so long? This is, you know, this is really killing the, you know, tempo of the game to have such a long spiel. Well, the thing is, back in the day, that story could have been finished and that thing might not have been completely loaded yet. That's how stupidly long it took to load stuff in this game, if I am recalling correctly. Well, here we are at Hope. Let's see how warm a welcome we can expect. Ah, shit, it's the sheriff.
My, Billy Candle. Been a long time, boy.
Sheriff.
I don't think Thomas will be too pleased to see you. You come back to set things right with him?
I'm just here to see my mom.
Well, before you go out there, I think you better give me your gun.
But Sheriff...
Hand it over. Drop it, boy.
Well, we can't shoot him, obviously. He's a civilian, despite being an ordinary sheriff. So, it just said Askelpal out in there, because again, it's got Finnish text, my game. That refers to the tab. Nope, sorry, that refers to backspace.
Fine. Welcome back. Just don't do anything stupid, son.
I'm not your son.
Thank God for that, boy. Thank God for that.
What a friendly town we are in, with also a really huge ravine. I don't know. Did the West have a bunch of ravines like this? I really don't know.
Just got to town and the sheriff's already on my ass. Son of a bitch. Damn,
Yeah,
I gotta
this
get
is
myself a gun.
See, again, this is what I'm talking about with Billy's priorities. Like, priority 1, get another gun. I just lost a gun, gotta get another one. I guess it makes sense because the Wild West was a dangerous place. Supposedly. I mean, the reality is not a whole lot less people got shot than you think. I'm actually almost positive about that. But movie Wild West is a scary, lawless place, so we need a gun, I guess, to feel safe. Ooh, gosh, with the saves, game really freezes up when it does that. Oh well. What were we doing? Howdy, sir. Yeah, I don't feel like the game's graphics are too bad ultimately, but the character models look a bit. Well, I don't know, the shadows look really good on these models, I guess, but something about them looks a bit dated. I mean, it's crazy. The models in Half-Life 2, to me, are still fantastic, and that game's over a decade old at this point. It was a year old when this game came out, and I think it has better-looking character models than this. Undertaker's obviously the first business you find.
Look at those hombres. They look like trouble.
Damn, look at those dusters on that bunch.
Billy Candle, is that you? Boy, you're growing like a weed. Stand still. Let me take a measure. Just in case.
You want to see me plant it already?
Well now, looks like you're as tall as Reverend Ray.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, sir. Also cool to know that we can share coffins, I guess. Thanks. Yeah, let's clear these boys far apart. Look at how scary. They all have these badass coats. That guy has a freaking whatchamacallit, a eye patch on him. Oh, ooh. That's a cow pie.
Ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Susie. She keeps a gun in her drawers.
I'm pissed at you, Billy. Here in town and you don't come to see your old friend Susie?
What? Speak up!
I just got in. I was planning on coming by.
Yeah, right. Billy's planning things now. Get your skinny butt up here before I change my mind.
Oh, I actually kind of like that Billy's voice actor was kind of yelling, since, again, we are way the hell away from her on the opposite side of this town square here, while her voice actor was just talking normal voice. But I thought it was funny. What? Speak up! I can't hear you from so far away. Okay, we need to steal Susie's gun. That's right. Again, priorities, man. Just gotta go into the saloon and... Forrester's grand saloon... Ah, crap. Clyde Forrester was number 2 on the list of people we don't want to bump into. I guess we'll see.
So far, so good. Don't see no sign of that SOB Forrester.
So look at these glasses. These look really good too. I really like this effect. It's weird. Like some of it looks really dated, and some of it's like, ooh, that looks really impressive. Nothing weird going on here, I hope. It's cool.
What the hell are you looking at?
You know, I need to rescind my comment about the character Miles, because again, those shadow effects on his crumpled clothes, I'm looking at those, sir. They look really good. But the faces in this game, I feel, are weird. Wow, did they have those self-playing pianos back in the West? I guess they did. You know, the thing, you wind up that sheet music thing, and it just plays the music. I never thought about that. I guess that is a Wild West thing, right? Howdy. Pour me a drink, bartender. Boing. Oh, can I actually take this? Oh, we can carry it. Whoops. Well, let's go see that Susie of ours. Oh, hi there.
Billy the Spick. Where you think you're going, boy? Hope you don't think you're getting lucky. Not unless you got some money.
Relax, Clyde. I'm just here to say hello.
Your balls will be saying hello to my boot in a second, boy. You want a piece of Susie, you gotta pay, muchacho.
Okay, then. Not this way. Good seeing you too, Clyde. Look, apologies to any Mexican viewers. This is trying to be, you know, I guess, a rough period accurate story, so. And unfortunately our Mexican hero here is gonna get the raw end of the stick from the locals. Now we'll be past this part pretty soon, so. Oh, I'm not supposed to go here yet, sorry. I'm sequence breaking a bit. We're supposed to be like, dang.
Go to the window round back.
There we go. Now we can go there. It's like, ooh, well. Isn't this sneaky? What is this girl's name? Susie, that's right. Susie sure is a trusting type. Jeez, what a she-shell seashell situation that was. Because...
Flat busted, huh? Should've known. Thought you were gonna find the gold of Juarez. Well, maybe you can find a rope to get your ass through this window. But don't raise a ruckus. I must be out of my mind.
Yeah, also a really nice lady. I mean, she's not particularly judgmental now, is she? Well, she's giving us some heckling, but oh, that's right. We need to find the rope. This isn't gonna work. We can't reach this. This apparently is too high. I think we could have reached the tips of our fingers onto that windowsill, but we totally need a rope. Okay, so it's, for example, on these horses. Okay, those bad hombres are gone, whatever he called them, so that's good. What the heck happened here? Are you guys... Is this undead nightmare? Are you guys preparing for a zombie onslaught?
Come back later.
Okay, cool talking to you. Hey, look, this is, hold on. Oh, that's weird, I can't pick it up yet. I believe these are health tonics. Oh, that's right, because you auto-consume them, and our health's at full, so we don't need it. I think is how it worked. Anyway, we'll just sneak on by that those guys keep sleeping over there. Can I? Fascinating. I forgot you could do that. Anyway.
This whip will do just fine.
Oh yeah. So the whip is more than the gun's gonna be like a major part of playing in this game actually. Because we can just smack stuff around with it. Look at that. We can test out the physics engine of the game. You can get a little whip symbol if it's something you can interact with the whip. Ja. So some items you can catch with the right mouse button. Left mouse button is just an attack. But for example, this is now glowing red. Like these kinds of like planks and also windowsills, you can see that symbol appears with the whip wrapped around the bar there. That means we can catch on to it, and check this out, we actually got like whip mechanics in this game. First person whip and rope mechanics, which is pretty cool. This is like that's why I think this game is really cool. It's got a lot of really cool like these like little mini gameplay things that I think is like really, again, 2006, I think this was really novel and really new. For better or for worse, really, because also this game, like it feels like, this predates Call of Duty Modern Warfare like by a year or maybe 2 years. But I think like the whole linear, story-heavy set-piece style is really evident here as well. You've seen this game is quite linear. So for good or for ill, like this game was ahead of its time in that sense, and also the like multitude of interesting mini games here.
I'll be back in a minute. I want to make sure Clyde is occupied. In the meantime, why don't you wash off some of that trail dust?
Sure, sweetie.
Alright.
I'll get on with that.
Where the hell's that Derringer?
This is... Are we gonna get it? Gonna find a gun before Susie gets back? Yep, this is a timed segment. We gotta figure out where that gun could be. Well, didn't make it super hard because... Oh! Lukas Adzinski, wanted for being a perpetual member of the Brotherhood of Perpetual Marketing and conspiring with CGI artists. Because of this two-faced behavior, he's sometimes mistaken as one of the Bybees boys, suspected of making fake boxes for some Techland products. So this is kind of funny. So the developers of the game have their mugshots in the game as wanted posters, which is so obvious for a Western game. Like, I'm not gonna rip on them. I would want to do that if I was making a Western game. Okay, it's recorded the ones I picked up in my botched recording attempt, so I found 2 when I first played this part of the game. So I guess we're not gonna see where those were in the game. Sorry guys, this isn't gonna be a completionist run anyway. I'm not gonna find all of them in the game. But here's one of them apparently. Oh shit, okay.